Okay, this is Dakota's, I believe, first ride without the ground person like around at all. So you've seen me ride her kind of on my own, so not on the lead line, but with the ground person. This is gonna be without any ground person at all. So my first solo ride with her. So she's standing really nicely at the mounting block. I love that she's staying here. She's kind of, I think she's just kind of sniffing my left leg there. You just can't really see on the camera, but this looks fantastic. I know that was one of the struggles that we've had with her throughout, and which was made by me. But yeah, so she stood for a really nice amount of time. I asked her to leave. I like her walk here looks good. She also does have the bridle on too, which we've been playing with a little bit. So her whoa is perfect. Like she'll whoa off of my voice or my seat. So that's not an issue for her. She looks really good. Just doing a little bit of staring. Yeah, she looks really nice. I remember this ride specifically, and she felt really good. She was listening. We didn't do a ton, but it was a big step for her to not have that ground person, and a big step for me as well. So she pauses a little bit. Like if I'm trying to steer something, her default is kind of just to stop. Like there, I was steering her to the left. She wanted to kind of pull against the bit just a little bit, but was not too bad. She's, I mean, obviously very green and she's figuring it out. So can't, can't ask more than that. She's trying. So yeah, when she's pausing there, she's just kind of figuring it out. I'll let her pause. Like I'm not going to push her and make her go super fast. Like yeah, when I'm picking up on the rein, she gets a little confused. So you can see she stops there and pauses. And I'm okay with her stopping her feet. I just want her to give to that pressure. So when she gave to that pressure, I'm gonna let go. At the same time, I'm also clicking and then giving her a treat. And that looked very nice. She does have a lot of tension taking the food while I'm on her. So that was very, very nice. So you can see I'm asking her to move on. I'm asking with my feet, just a little bit of a wave with my lower leg and that opening left rein, which she responded to. She's probably still also figuring out how to chew with that bit in. That stop was really nice with the bridle. I loved that. So I'm just going to let her hang out and chew her reward here. Looks great. Yeah, she responded nicely to my go forward cues. And then I'm trying to pick up the rein here. You just can't see, and I'm asking her to go forward. So that's one thing that we got to work on, but it's not like a big issue. I'm not real worried about it. Her default is to just stop, which is good. Lots of people I feel like would like that as their default. So again, like I'm picking up on this right rein and asking her to go forward, and she went ahead and stopped. That's fine. I'm going to keep that contact with that right rein until she softens. I'm also asking her to go forward. And then she went forward. I let go with my legs, and then I just gonna hold the rein there until she goes forward. It's just I'm adjusting. She's got a halter on underneath that, so it's just adjusting it there. But I'm just gonna ask very gently, hold it out nice and straight, so it just creates a little bit of a bend, and then I will let go when she gets soft and bends her head that direction. Now I'll go the other way. I'm holding it out. There she's following it. That looks good. Again, a little stickiness. I'm asking her to go forward with my feet. Really good. Very nice. And see how I let go with the reins and I let her just kind of go ahead and go through that turn. I don't need to pull on her every minute. I'm just picking up, having her follow it. When she does, I let go. That's all it is. Pick up, let go. If she doesn't follow it, I'm just going to wait until she does. I'm not going to pull harder. I'm not going to pull stronger. I'm not going to pull back. I'm just keeping my elbow straight and pulling out to the side. Um, like here, this looks really nice. Actually goes right into a little trot. And that was our first little trot all by ourselves. So I'm really happy with that. She's a little confused. I'm trying to ask her for that. There we go. She figures it out. To kind of tap on her shoulder and show her which side the treat's going to be on. I know that wasn't much of a trot. But that was a big deal for her and for me because there's no ground person. We're all on our own and she's listening just to my leg cues. So that was awesome. That was fantastic. And I really, if I would go back, I really wish that I would have used the food while I was training her, but I didn't know what I was doing that well, so I understand why I didn't, but I think she definitely does a lot better when she has some motivation there. But yeah, I'm really happy. But I loved this ride specifically. She was very, very good and responsive, and I was doing a great job helping her out as much as possible. So a lot of the times I'm not, and she picks up my slack, is what I mean by that. So I'm picking up that right rein. She's kind of playing with the bit and pulling off to the other side. She does turn right there. I'll ask her to go left. That looks better. She is a little bit better to the left. I think that's probably normal for most horses. Um, and the other thing about it is I was asking her to leave the gate, so that's another thing. You got to remember about the magnets. So it could be both of those things come into play for sure, of the magnets and the Usually it's easier for them to go to the left side. Nice little jog there by the gate. That was awesome. We actually kind of got a little bit more of a trot than that last time. Give her a reward for that. The other thing that I did do that I probably not, it's not necessarily bad, but I probably would have done less of, is I am rewarding here for those forward transitions, which is good. So what I should have done is rewarded also for standing still, so that was something that she wanted to do more of, and I could have rewarded more for the steering. So it's not that I shouldn't have been rewarding her for going forward, it's that I should have also done those other two things so that all the behaviors are more balanced out and even. Because even now, like she's much better with standing. She does a lot of good standing, but and her steering's decent, but she does want to go forward a lot more, which is, I think I probably balanced it too far into the going forward just since she didn't want to. But it's just balancing those behaviors and making sure, like, if you have the forward, you also have the standstill. And that was one of the things I didn't know at the time. Um, Decent turn to the left there. Again, I wish I would have clicked and rewarded that because she's being really soft and nice. Um, so, yeah. So, definitely balancing behaviors was one of the things that I could have done better at. Nice halt. She's great at the halt. She's the backup's great. Um, like probably could have worked on like healing the hindquarters, that kind of stuff, because we've been working on that and we're still a little sticky on that. But I just did a little spin, just some things that she's really good at, just for her first time away from the ground person. She was awesome to take her bridle off and call it a day with that. So that was really great.